prepare you the script.
Okay.
I'm sorry, my laptop is a little bit lagging, and I don't know why. Maybe a little bit virus. Okay, so here is the script of their dialogue.
Mm.
This is just ridiculous. Susan again? Yeah, Susan. She just keeps emailing me about things that have nothing to do with work and nothing to do with me. What do you think I should do? Okay, so because she has a problem, and then she asks for an advice by saying, "What do you think I should do?" Okay. After that, well, if I were you, I'd email and ask her to stop sending me. So the Paul gave here the solution. If I were you, I'd email and ask her to stop sending them. Okay, and comes back here. Noella said, "I'm not sure that's a good idea." So if you're not sure of that idea, you can make sure. You can make a statement like this: "I'm not sure that's a good idea." Okay, I'm not sure about that. Something like that. I'm not sure about that idea. Means that you don't think that it is a good idea.
Yeah.
I have to be careful what I say, as she's quite an important client. And then I'm not sure then, perhaps you could try talking to Yuna about it. So this is also a kind of an advice. You can say you could try. You could try talking to Yuna about it. Or you can say you should try talking to Yuna about that. And then the next advice here is the next advice Bob gave here is, why don't you try doing nothing? Why don't you try doing nothing? Artinya, kenapa kamu tidak diam aja gitu ya? Tidak dicuekin aja, something like that. Okay? And then the next advice here is, why don't you try doing nothing? Okay. It's done. Perhaps you could just do nothing. Perhaps you could just do nothing. And then Noella, really, I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about that. And comes here, Bob. Well, I remember this guy. I used to work with Mark, and he kept emailing again and again and again about all sorts, mostly unrelated to work. Well, I kept responding politely, and he kept sending them. In the end, I stopped replying to his email unless they were only about work. And what happened? He stopped sending them. It's a bit like being faced with a dangerous snake. Okay, so this one is it's a bit like being faced with a dangerous snake. So a snake is really very dangerous when you disturb and you respond quickly, right? But if you're quiet, the snake will not make any response. If you move quickly, it will bite you. But if you keep very still, still artinya diam ya. If you keep very still and do nothing, eventually it will move away and leave you alone. I had to learn the hard way. And then comes Noelia. Hey Bob, have you got a time? Yeah. So I tried what you suggested, and I only responded to Susan's emails about work for a few days. Then guess what? Yeah, hello?
Yeah.
Okay, so the next is, why don't you try doing nothing? Sorry, perhaps you could just blank blanks do nothing. And really, I'm not sure about that. Jadi si Noella menegaskan she is not sure of the main suggestion here. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the last. Comes here, Bob. The irrelevant email stopped. Yes, now she only sends me work-related ones. Now that's very good news. All thanks to you, Bob. Anytime, Nela, anytime. All in a day's work. Hello again. It looks like Bob is in Noella's good book. So did you notice the useful phrase phrases used for giving advice. Listen to me and then repeat. Nah, jadi phrases that related with advice is something like, what do you think I should do? And then if I were you, I'd ask her, I'm not sure that's a good idea. So if you are not sure if the idea is not good, you can make this statement. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I don't think it's a good idea. And then perhaps you could try talking to Yuna. Perhaps you could try talking to Yuna. If you think that the idea from your person is not good, so you can try another way. And then why don't you try doing nothing? Why don't you try doing nothing? So many advice here given to Noella, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So well, Vira, here in this, yeah. Yeah, do you see that the presentation? Well, so I would like to give you exercise at home.
Okay.
Look at these problems. Please, you read number 1 problem, please.
My parents won't let me put makeup when I go to school.
Yeah, number 2.
I can't sleep because of my neighbor who plays the cello until 1 a.m.
Yeah.
A group of girls troll me on Facebook. I don't know what to do. I got a bad mark in maths. I haven't told my parents yet because I'm afraid they will ground me. My parents want me to go to law school, but I'm interested in arts. My sister always takes my clothes without asking me first.
Okay. So these are a list of problems. Okay. These are a list of problems. And I want you to make solutions or give advice based on these problems. Okay. So for example,
okay,
let's take exercise number 1. My parents won't let me put makeup when I go to school. Suppose that I tell you my problem. Hi Vira, my parents won't let me put my makeup when I go to school. I feel so stressed today. What do you think I should do?
I suggest you to just to look natural on school. You don't have to use any makeup or put some makeup on your face when you go to school.
Oh, I see. That sounds perfect. Thank you very much for your advice. Okay. So something like that. Nah, jadi tolong dulu nanti di rumah, please at home, I want you to make advice on the problem number 1. Okay. Number 1, number 2, and number 3.
Okay.
Okay. So there are 3 problems that you have to give advice on someone's problems, and I want you to make advice. You can choose you should, you can choose you ought to, you can say why don't you can say how about, okay, how about going to school, something like that. And you can straightly say I suggest you to, or I recommend you to, or you can say perhaps you could. Okay. So until here, I think until here our class, Vira.
Yeah.
Okay. So hopefully you can do this project, and you can write your solutions on a piece of paper. And next time after you're free, you can send me your work result. Okay.
Okay.
And hopefully you could enjoy your togetherness with your family, especially your grandparents. Okay. Yeah. So greeting to your grandparents and have a nice weekend.
Thank you.
Yeah. See you next time.
See you.